Alright guys, we're back. I seem to have some internet problems tonight for some reason. So hopefully we are back on Twitch, YouTube and back onto Facebook as well. Hopefully it stays that way for the remainder of the flight, which we are roughly about halfway through. So OBS seems happy now. Yes, apologies for that, I'm not entirely sure what happened to my internet, but it seemed to drop out again for no apparent reason. Some websites work and some weren't. So hopefully that will stay the case now until we arrive down into Madrid. So we are currently now just passing the Bay of Biscay, or heading up to it. Bring Navigraph across again. There we are, crossing over the Bay of Biscay, heading down towards to Santander. So we can, in the next few minutes, we'll start having a look at our arrival, making sure we know when we want to start our descent, and progress. What we got, 386 miles to Madrid. Good. Everything looks good. We've got enough fuel, and we'll get the up-to-date weather. In fact, we can have a look at the weather now, see if there's anything interesting in Madrid. So if we go here, add to AOC, and we do weather request. We can get rid of Liverpool, we don't need that. Get Madrid, and we'll get our alternate over Malaga, and we'll send that off. And we'll wait for it. Hopefully, we should say company message pop up in a minute. And we can have a quick look how the weather is down there. There we go. Leave messages. It's so in Madrid. Wind 360, 11 knots. 340 variable, 40 degrees. Broken 8,000. 2,300 and 700. QNH 1019. And no significant change. And down into Malaga, we went there, 25 degrees. Nice evening down there. Few clouds at 4,000. QNH 1016. And wind was 130 at 8 knots, so both airports look pretty good. Malaga is good. If we need to divert, then it looks good for us to get to there as well. Right, so we can have a quick look at our arrival. So we're doing the non-2 Charlie arrival, but non-2 we can't be below flight level 150. After that we're down to Orbis 140, and then we can fly down over this terrain. We can go down to 12,000, and this is the clearance limit into Madrid in Navas. From there we can come down to 7,000, 5,000, and the platform altitude I think is 4,000 in Madrid. 3-degree glide, but we need to bear in mind that airport elevation is 2,000 feet, so at that 4,000 we will only be 2,000 feet above the ground. So with that in mind, we can now work out our top of descent. So non-2, if we get down to flight level 150 for non-2, and we're at 35,000 now, we need to lose 20,000 feet. So 20,000 feet times that by 3, so we want 60 miles from non-2, but we've also got to bear in mind that we do have a tailwind as well, so we need to add on an extra 10 miles for that. So at 70 miles from non-2 we will begin our descent, and that will work out at, so from non-2, which is here, so we go back and have a quick look. This will be non-2, non-2 is here, and we want to count back to 70 miles. So this one is 32, from near to non-2 32, and then 33 from Ratas to near, so that's we're now up to 65, and at Titan is 23. So we got to 33, 65, 88 miles would be at Titan, and we want it to 70, so 18 miles from Ratas. Is our top of descent, and that should give us the 70 miles that we need to be at flight level 150 at non-2, so 18 miles from Ratas. So with that in mind now, then we can go down to our progress page. Now we've worked that out, and we will type in Ratas. Ratas, and we'll pop that in there. So we're 170 miles away, so 18 miles from there, and that is where we will start our descent, which will be 160 miles in around about 20 minutes. I reckon we'll start our descent. Guys, don't forget, if you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button, subscribe on YouTube, or like on Facebook. It does help the channel out, plus you'll get notified every time that I go live, where we're flying, what we're flying, and which sim I'm going to use. We do MSFS, we do X-Plane as well. And come join us and we have a nice little chill out flight. travel the globe in our virtual simulator, have a chat about aviation, listen to some music, chill out, and just enjoy the views that the sims can give us these days. Going back from when I had a flight sim way back, did I get flight sim 98 I think it was, and looking at going from there back to this now is amazing what they've done. So we have the fly-by-wire A321X mod for Microsoft Flight Sim, and we've got the Toliss A321 and A319, A321 extra long range aircrafts as well in X-plane. So with that we can do some long haul flights. We can get across to the States, down to Dubai, places like that. So yeah, hit the follow, subscribe or like, and that'll keep you in the loop of when we're doing things, where we're going, and what sim and what aircraft we are going to fly. But as we had Orbeck scenery in Liverpool for tonight, we've also got Latin VR scenery for Madrid, which looks very good. See if I can bring it up for you. Latin VFR, even not that one. I'll bring this across and you can have a look. There we are. Main terminal into Madrid. It looks really nice. Exactly how it looked when I flew down there. Hopefully when we, it's even got the city from Madrid as well. So we get all the 3D buildings of the Gran Via Palace. There we are, the Palace. Prado Museum, Royal Palace. Won the stadium for Atletico Madrid. And obviously the terminal, and you can also go inside as well. They're $17, which is I think for the extent of this scenery is well worth the money. Guys, I do apologise for the internet issues that I had just before. It looks stable again now, so hopefully that will keep us going for the rest of the evening. Because we're now not that far away. $126 miles from top of descent, well actually 100 and we wanted to be 18 miles from Ratas, so we're about 108 miles away. Should be there in about 10-15 minutes, I reckon. And we can start our drop down to 150 and see how we get on with our... Actually, we need to fix the arrival in the FMGC as well, didn't we? Because that wasn't quite right. So we were going to go in, bring this back across. Let's have a look at this. So we are actually going to go in via Tobeck, so we can change this around arrival. 3-2 left Zulu, and we were doing the non-2 Charlie, this one, and we're going via Tobeck. We'll insert that, just pop up the plan and see if that now looks how it is on the Navigraph. There's Ratas. We're going to start our descent around about here. heading on to, there's Orbis with the restriction 140, 250 knots. And there we go, that is the, this is the arrival we're going to fly, so that looks much better than what it did. We'll make a sweeping left-hand turn to join Toliss just there, and we want to be at 5,000 feet. In, and there's the platform, 4,000 feet, 180 knots, and into 32 left. So that is, that all looks good now. Bit of cloud now. We could have a quick look at, I do have Active Sky, which we use for XP11, which does give us up-to-date meter and airport weather with its little thunderstorm. So if we can have a quick look on here, actually, conditions. We put LEMD in for Madrid. There we go. Temperature 22, 350 at 14 knots. The QNH 1020. The 10-mile visibility. Clouds broken at 7,000 feet. No reported rain. So all looks good. If we have a look at our alternate of Malaga. 24 degrees, 10 miles plus visibility, 130 at 9 knots, and the QNH 1016, and a few clouds at 4,000 feet, but nothing too exciting. We have both our airports on Madrid still look really good, so we can keep that up. For now, leave it there, run in the background, then we need to check the weather. We can refer to that as well. So we need to make any diversions. We have a quick fuel check, so we're just about at paddocks. So let's bring that across. So paddocks, we want 4.9 tons of fuel. We have 6.2, so that's the extra bit that we took. So that's all looking good. So yeah, so far a nice uneventful flight, apart from the internet issue that we seem to have a little bit earlier on, but hopefully still got a few drop frames, but nothing to concern us this time. I reckon it's time we had a little wing view. Look, as the sun starts to set. There's a nice wing view, there we go. After that one there, that looks nice. Just before we start our arrival in a few minutes, I am just going to nip and go to the toilet, and I will be back with you for the arrival. But I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Back now for the final bit. And, check our progress, how far we are from Ratas now. Can't be far. 35 miles to go, and so at 18 we'll start our descent. See, we're just coming now to the northern, you can see below this cloud hopefully, northern Spain. Coming into view of that lovely sunset coming across now. The colours that it gives off in the shadows on the clouds are amazing. I'm not too sure why the clouds do look a little bit like cotton wool, but that could just be either my graphic settings or Microsoft. Beck, welcome along to the stream. Apologies if I missed that when I just had to quickly nip out. I reckon it's definitely worth a replay of your follow. Here it comes. Thanks again for your follow. Welcome along. We're currently just over northern Spain on our way down to Madrid. I'll bring up Navigraph, which shows where we are. There we are. Heading to Ratas. We're going to start our descent 18 miles away. And hopefully we'll get down the start of the arrival. And the arrival is non-22 Charlie. We not want to be below flight level 150 at non-2, flight level 140 Orbis. And because of the high terrain, we don't want to be below flight level 120 over this bit. Once we get to 15 miles from Navas, we can start our descent. 7,000, 5,000 into Tobec, which is the initial approach fix, and then we can descend down to 4,000 feet, which is the platform altitude for the arrival into 32 left into Madrid. And like I said, the standard 3 degrees on the glide, got pappies as well, so we can line up with that. And it's got a displacement threshold as well. So even though we'll be at 4,000 feet here, with the airport elevation at 2,000 feet, we're going to be 2,000 feet above the ground. So let's get rid of that. We'll jump back into flight deck, and we will now, I think we can probably start our descent. We're under 18 miles away. We're now 10, so yeah. So we will dial in 150, and down we go, guys. First idle, open descent, and away we go. So while we're going down, we can go back and we'll enter our destination data. So we'll take it directly from, even though this is for X-Plane, it does give us up-to-date weather. We'll have a quick look here. So temperature's 22, QNH 1022 as well. So we'll pop in temperature 22, 10. So it was 1022, 1020 for the QNH, and the wind is 350, 14 knots. Transition altitude in Madrid is, bring the navigraph back up. Because of the high terrain, it's going to be high, so it's 13,000 feet transition altitude, and the minimum for Cat C aircraft 2,203 feet. So 2203 for the minimum, and it was 13,000 feet on the transition. We'll do a full flap landing, and our VAP speed is 121, green dot is 182. Let's have a quick look where we are now. Yep. Passing 29, so we're on our way down, and now the clouds have disappeared. We should have a nice, look at that evening view of Spain as we come in with the sun setting. The right hand side of the aircraft as well. There it goes. Hopefully there's still a little bit of light left in Madrid when we get there, and we can show off this, we'll show off the scenery we got from Latin VFR, which looked really impressive. It is pay-away scenery. I think it was $18, which in my view, from what it looks like, it's very nice scenery. Much better than the stock Microsoft. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. Welcome along, and thanks for the follows this evening. Don't forget, if you are watching on Twitch, hit the follow button, subscribe on YouTube, and like on Facebook to find out when we're live next, where we're going, what plane we're flying, what sim we're using. As well as Microsoft, we do use X-Plane as well, and we got the Toliss add-on for X-Plane, so we got the 321. A319 and the extra long range for the 321 as well, meaning that we can get to some further away destinations than just in Europe, Dubai, America, places like that. So yeah, give us a follow, it's very much appreciated, and I thank you ever so much for doing so. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the streams as we fly around. Have a nice chat about aviation and general stuff, flight sims, and listen to music and just chill out. As I said, this is what I do after work, just to have a little bit of me time and chill out, and I thought, well, if I enjoy it, hopefully other people would as well, so that's why I started streaming. And so far it seems that on Twitch 26 of you do enjoy watching my streams and come along for the little ride out. So thank you ever so much. And along with the 21 subscribers across on YouTube as well. Got a nice little community growing. So if let's hop back in to the flight deck. Here we go, look at this. Lovely views of Spain coming in now. So we need to lose another 5,000 feet, and 5,000 feet, and we got 32 miles to do that in. We only need 15 miles, so we'll reduce that vertical speed now to about, let's say, 1,800 feet per minute, because we don't need to be going down quite as fast as we were for the sake of 5,000 feet. That can come back, and set that at 1,700 with 4,000 feet, 4 threes, and we only need 12 miles, and we've got 29 now, so that can probably even reduce a bit further, say 1,500 now. Can always increase that if it looks like we're still going to be a bit too high. But we'll slow down, we'll come down 15,000, then we do have a, I believe, was there a speed restriction? None to or not? No, there's no speed restriction, it'll be the normal 250 below 10,000. In fact, there's no speed restrictions till we get to Tobeck, and then that will be 180 knots or less. Yeah, 16,000 feet. So that rate of descent down a bit further, about 1,000 feet per minute now. And we are going to go through a bit of clouds. What's the temperature outside? +3. So we might want to think about a bit of engine anti-ice. So we're going to pop that on now, I think. Pop that on. And we're just going to increase the overhead panel light just a little bit. We'll add a bit of lighting in here as well. There we go, that's a bit better. So let's look at these charts now. So we are, once we get to none 2, I'll bring the charts across and we can have a look when we need to descend a bit further. But as we do, a bit of cloud surfing for now. Such an awesome place to call your office if you are an airline pilot. I mean, there's got to be no better place in the world to go to work every day and sit and just look at the views. As we now go through the cloud. we're going to put the seatbelt sign on now, as there could be some turbulence in these clouds.
Gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it's time to return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
We should be on the ground in about 30 minutes, if not just a bit less. And hopefully we can get ourselves out of this cloud shortly, because here we are, we're now approaching Nontu, and we're going to fly down Orbis so we can descend after Nontu. We can descend down to flight level 140. Hopefully that might get us out of this cloud. There we go. Speed, open descent. One layer of cloud at least. When we get through another level, the cloud with 600 feet to go under. Here comes a bit of ground below us. Stay top below 140 for now until we arrive at 30 miles from Navas. After that we can go down to 12,000. Just check our rad nav. The ILS identifier Mike Alpha Alpha. Hopefully should be the same as Mike Alpha Alpha, and the frequency is 109.9, 109.9. That's all good. Has this activated the approach phase already? Wow, that does look like we're flying through fire there, doesn't it? Now just above the horizon now. Sorry, the sun, not the clouds. There's the waypoint, 30 miles from Navas. Once we get to there, we can go down to 12,000. Super silky cloud. in about 11 miles we can drop down to flight level 120, actually 12,000 feet, because the transition level is 13,000, so we go down to an altitude after that, and we can set the based on the local Q&A. We'll just keep the anti-ice on just until we get below this last bit of cloud, because the temperature is +9, but from what I understand, real work procedure would be, if that is below 10 degrees, then engine anti-ice needs to be on. So just until that warms up a little bit, we'll keep it on. So we'll pop 12,000 in ready in 5 miles time. And here comes the terrain that we're going to fly over. We have some of the hills and mountains we have to navigate on our way into Madrid. We'll start down to 12,000 and we will have the Q&A.
Final descent to Madrid. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any craft one final time. Please ensure your tables are stowed and secure the full upright
Why it's showing QFE.
Store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat button. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
But that's not going to help us out very much. We can't get that. There we are, Q&A. That's better. So we'll now stay at 12,000 until the Navas VOR, from there down to 7,000 as we're out of the high terrain. 7,000, 5,000, 4,000 and join the ILS. Excellent. And there we are with some lovely views. Look at that. So we're going to pop on the lights. Nicely lit up. There's Navas, that's the VOR we're heading to. Into there just so we know when we can descend down. 114.95. Just pop that in. We got Navas, so we're 13 miles away from there. And that's when we'll start our rest of our descent. the ice can come off. Seatbelt signs are on, and we'll get EasyJet Jacob to do his before landing announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
There we go, EasyJet Jacob. Turn the music back up again just for a little bit. So from here we can go down to 7,000 feet in a minute. We'll put the ILS up, and I think from now we can actually activate the approach phasing. That'll bring our speed back to be below the 250 at 10,000. There we go, down we go to 7,000. Have a bit of speed brake just to help out with that, and then that'll bring the speed back and also help us just lose a little bit of height as well. Speed brakes up. Lovely jubbly. With that in mind, we'll just have a flap one now. We can take flap one. Put the speed brake back in. And let's continue our descent down now we've reached that speed. As we fly over Madrid. The moon just in the distance there, looking very rather large tonight. Pop these charts up in. One last quick look at how we're doing. There we are. This will be 24 miles from Navas down to 5,000, and then after that 4,000 and onto the approach, which will be from here to Perales, VOR, left turn and final at 4,000. Wow, look at the moon. Red bottom half. city lights of Madrid. And I reckon that will be the runway we're heading to. There it is. We are approaching 8,000 now. 1,000 feet to go. Down nicely lit up A320 Neo. And a bright EasyJet orange. I think some of the landmarks of Madrid that this Latin the VFR scenery gave us. Hopefully we get to see a few of those on our way in. Not too dark, we'll have a good look out. Slide slope coming. Get ready with the 5,000 in the window. Ready for that next part of our descent. On the localizer and the approach mode as well, and autopilot 2 can go in. That way, if we do have a problem with autopilot 1, autopilot 2 is ready to take over. Right, there we go, we're down to 5,000. Just idle, open descent, 5,000 blue. I reckon we can auto brake, and then we can put the spoilers up, arm the ground spoilers. Good. There's a few more miles to run, and we'll start making our turn to our final approach. And we'll get ourselves nicely configured. think this would be the 2 Madrid runways over there in the distance. Miles left to go. Turn. Even though we're at 5,000, just remember that we're now only really 3,000 feet from the ground due to the elevation here in Madrid. Now we'll get 4,000 set ready. And we need 3 miles for that 1,000 feet descent. So we'll descend down just at this waypoint just there, and then 4,000, 180 knots. We're at 170, so all looks good. It looks like we'll have about a 15-mile final, which will give us plenty of time to get down 4,000 and get the flaps and be fully configured. And there's Madrid just there. 3-2 left, 3-2 right, and the other 2 runways just to the north. If we should get navigraphs, we can have a look at where we might want to vacate, which we probably should have a quick look at beforehand. Over these charts. Reference, taxi, airport briefings. Here we go. So we're going to come in 3-2 left, which is here. Don't forget there's a displacement threshold. We'll come in and we'll exit Lima 7, Golf 5, and we'll come round to the terminal. Right, so let's go down to 4,000. We'll take flap 2 now as well. 2,500 call. And what we'll do is we will just turn this music down for our arrival and increase the sim sound as well. We should hopefully get lock star just to make this left turn onto the centre fix. So we can ding the cabin. There we go. No idea that we want lock star in a minute. Drag us round for the localizer. Lock star, there we go. Line up nicely now. Take flap 3. That's trying to speed us up for that restriction, which we do not want. We want to be our own speed. We'll come back to 146 for now. Otherwise we'll be far too fast. Midway. It's flap 3. And our VAP was 122, so we will slide down to 140 for now, and we'll do this in wheel controller speed. Actually, we can come down to 122 plus 5, we'll take it 127. Take flat full now. 6 miles, we can drop the gear, glide slope start. And here we come into Madrid. Lovely jubbly. We're there, 127. Gear can come down. Oh, bang on the glide slope, bang on the localizer. 1600 feet. And there's the 3 greens for landing gear. Two whites, 2 reds on the pappies as well. Feet on these rudder pedals, ready. So we've got ECAM memos, landing no blue, auto brake set. The spoilers are definitely armed. Within the cabin crew, seatbelt signs are on.
1,000.
Yep, and there's 1,000 feet. So you were still 80 in Silverport, 2,800. The 1,998 feet airport elevation. Right, let's get ourselves on the ground into Madrid. Hands on the throttles, hand and inhibit.
500.
There's that displaced threshold.
100
But we
above.
can't land on anything before this green line.
300.
Land.
Minimum
Continue.
200.
Aiming for the
100.
touchdown zone. Start the flare.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5,
Oh yes, nice. Reverses. And we got decel as well. 60 knots reverses to idle. Auto brake can come off. And we can... We won't take that one, we're still a little bit too fast. But welcome down to
Ladies
Madrid.
and gentlemen, welcome to Madrid. The local time is 8:43 p.m. and it's currently about 21 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Hit this left. As we looked at in the chart, we're taking this left all the way along and we'll go and find the terminal. I believe, or I hope it's up here. Just get the chart and have a quick look where we might want to go. Airport. We'll continue up here. We're on Alpha 9 at the minute. We'll go Alpha 9. DHL cargo terminal. Terminal 2 on the right, I believe. Continue up here for just a little bit. Going to Terminal 1. It'll be Foxtrot 2, Romeo 3. So we want to take our next ride. Slow down. Take this next ride. And here's Terminal 1. Go along and we'll pick a stand. And what we'll do is we'll get the drone and we'll go and have a quick look at this scenery from Latin VFR. We got ourselves parked up. Got the AP. Got a stand sorted. Go. Back with Microsoft Flight Sim. Doesn't like anything to happen with the mouse. And the rudder pedals don't want to work. Come on. Go. Down here, take this stand on the right hand side. Come on, mouse. All was going quite well. Still. That's good. Turn. Go on, turn. Cute. See if we can get ourselves line. And we'll bring it to a stop just there. Set the parking brake. APU's available. Get rid of some of these lights. Off. That off. 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 Seatbelt sign off. Engine 2 off. Engine 1 is off. Get rid of this log buckle. There we are. There's our passengers making their way off. They're all off. Still one light on somewhere. And it is. Excellent. There are the passengers making their merry way off into Madrid. Have a quick look. Not too bad in the end after a little bit of issues with the rudder pedal. But what we'll do is we'll take the drone out and we'll have a quick look at this scenery from Latin VR. We can sort ourselves out while we're facing the wrong way. Here we go. Speed up that drone. There we go. Spin ourselves around. There's the city of Madrid. Have a quick look. We're parked just down there. And if we trot across over to across over to here, be able to see the other part of the terminal. Is there? We whiz on down. Have a quick look. Yeah. Lovely looking scenery from Just Fight. Sorry, not Just Fight. From Latin VFR. Latin VFR did this scenery. You can take a little look inside. There are people waiting for their flight. Yes, welcome down to Madrid. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Thanks for all the follows tonight. Don't forget, if you are following, that we will announce when we're going live, where we're going, and what we're flying. But for now, I think our passengers are making their way off. We could just actually help them by giving them a jet bridge instead of having to leap off an airplane. Here it comes. But yes, guys, thanks for joining us tonight, and hope to see you on the next one, where we'll probably take our plane from Madrid, and we'll take it out from Madrid and go somewhere else. But we'll be back on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock UK time, 1700 Zulu. So if you are available and fancy a little chill out flight, chat, music, and yeah, do join us, come along, and we'll have a nice enjoyable flight on Wednesday evening. But for now, I'm going to say good night, and thanks again for following, for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you hopefully all on Wednesday evening. So yeah, good night.